What is up, people? Matt here again. So a couple of days back, the PlayStation 2 turned 15 years old. I mean, Jesus, that makes me feel old, and I'm 20 soon. But you know what I mean. It's like, wow, 15 years. The console's been out for that long. And I'm sure we're all gonna probably agree that the PlayStation 2 is one of the best consoles that's ever come out. It's obviously the best selling console that's ever come out. So I thought because the PlayStation 2 was kind of my primary console when I was growing up. I mean, I did play the PlayStation 1, but the main console I probably played was the PlayStation 2 because I wasn't into Nintendo back then, so I didn't have an N64 or anything like that, or GameCube. So it was pretty much PlayStation 2 all the way. So I thought I'd kind of show off a few games that I played when I was growing up. So first series that I played, I think is quite underappreciated, was the Maximo games. So Maximo 1 and obviously Maximo 2, which is Maximo the Army of Zin. Why the hell did we not get a sequel to these games? Why didn't we get the third Maximo game like we were supposed to? It would have rounded off the series lovely, and I really enjoyed the game. They're a spin-off of the Ghosts and Ghouls series, for those of you that don't know. But I really liked them. I mean, when I was a kid, I couldn't beat Maximo 1. I just couldn't beat it. I can beat it now, but for some reason when I was a kid I just couldn't beat Maximo 1. It was the jumping that I couldn't really do so well in the game, and all that stuff. So another series that's underappreciated a lot is the Unimusha series. So I quite like Unimusha, however you pronounce it. So obviously there's the first one, Warlords, the second one, Samurai's Destiny, the third one, which is just called Unimusha 3 over here, but I know the name's Demon Siege. The fourth one that I literally didn't find out about until last year or 2 years ago, which is Unimusha 4 Dawn of Dreams, and the spin-off game Unimusha Blade Warriors. Now I know a lot of people don't like Blade Warriors because it's kind of a Smash Brothers rip-off. I know Alpha Omega Sin really doesn't like Blade Warriors, but back in the day I really enjoyed it. I mean, freaking Mega Man and Proto Man are in the game, so that's pretty badass. And yeah, it was a Smash rip-off to an extent, but I quite enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it originally. Everyone has different tastes, so that's fair enough. Next series I want to talk about is another underappreciated series. For some reason the PlayStation 2 has a lot of underappreciated games, don't ask me why. Samurai Warriors 1, then obviously you've got the Samurai Warriors 1 Extreme Legends, Samurai Warriors 2. I haven't got Samurai Warriors Empires on the PlayStation 2, and I haven't got the Extreme Legends on the PlayStation 2, but I think Extreme Legends only came out downloadable on the Xbox 360. I'm not too sure about that. But I really like the Warriors series, as those of you that know me will know. Why have I not got the Xbox version? Well, I played the Dynasty Warriors games on the Xbox original, but the first time I experienced Samurai Warriors was on the PlayStation 2. So that's why I'm showing them in a PlayStation 2 video. Now the next few is kind of what some of us would call the legendary set of 3 series on the PlayStation 2 that really helped the PlayStation 2 a lot, and they're all legendary platformers kind of. So number 1, Ratchet and Clank. Number 2, Ratchet and Clank Locked and Loaded. Ratchet and Clank 3, we just got Ratchet and Clank here, but I think in America it's called Up Your Arsenal. And then Ratchet and Clank 4 Gladiator. I really enjoyed Gladiator, although I know not a lot of people did like it for some reason, but there you go, what can you do. Now the next 2 games I'm going to show, I didn't play when I was growing up. In fact, I only got them fairly recently. So the first one is Persona 3 Fez, which is kind of like the bonus one with extra content. I've not played this yet. I know I need to sit down and play it, but you know, I know these are quite long games. You've got to invest quite a lot of time into them. So when I'm going to get into that, I don't know. And obviously you can't leave out Persona 4. I have actually played a bit of this. But I mean, you know, I'm gonna probably get the PS Vita version and play through that instead. No particular reason. I just heard a lot of people say that the golden one is actually the superior edition. So when I get my PS Vita, I'll play through it on that. So obviously, as I said before, the Sony games, I started off with Ratchet and Clank. So I figured let's go on to the second set of legendary platforms on the PlayStation 2. So Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy, Jak 2 Renegade, Jak 3, and for some reason they decided to do Jak X, which is a racing kind of game with demolition stuff, which is cool. But yeah, Jak X was alright. I loved the other 3 Jak games. Believe it or not, I actually got stuck on Jak 2 Renegade when I was a kid with the whack-a-mole type mini game that you have to do. I just couldn't do it. I did go back and do it and beat the game, but when I was a kid I just couldn't do that whack-a-mole section. I don't know why. I just couldn't do it, which sucks. But I did it in the end, so who cares? Not me. Now going on to the third legendary game series, I suppose you could say, on the PS2, and I'm talking about the Sly game. Now I don't actually have the first Sly game. I've never played it, but I started off with Sly 2 Band of Thieves, and obviously I played Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. But yeah, I've just not played the first one, Sly Raccoon, or Sly Cooper Thievius Raccoonus, or whatever it's called. I've just not played it. Hopefully I'll get it one day and play it, but I haven't got it at the moment. I haven't played Sly 4 Thieves in Time, I think it's called. I've not played that. I've got it. I haven't played it on the PS3, but obviously it's not on the PS2, so it's not relevant to this video. Now what am I going into? Okay, so again, another series I didn't play when I was a kid, but I picked them up recently, and hopefully I'll play through them. So obviously I'm talking about Shin Megami Tensei. What one am I talking about? I'm talking about the Digital Devil Saga. So Devil Saga 1, and I've got Devil Saga 2. I've not played them. I've not played any Shin Megami Tensei games yet, except for Persona, but that's a spin-off, so I'm not sure people really count that. I've talked about quite a lot already, but I'm going to finish off with 2 of my most beloved PS2 games. And now they're all beloved, but these are a bit more special, I guess. So number 1, this is such an underappreciated game, it's not even funny. Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. Oh my god, this game does not get enough love, and Alpha Omega Sin even said it in his video about PS2. This game just doesn't get enough love, okay? More people need to try and get this game and play it, as well as the first one. I know the first one's quite rare, but you need to play these games. They're amazing 2.5D platformers. They deserve all the love and admiration they get, and frankly, Namco hasn't done this series enough justice, because they never made a third Klonoa game. Yes, they made a remake on the Wii, but they really need to get this series back on track, because I love this series so much, and Klonoa as a mascot is just an amazing character. Now, I know, not a lot of people like these sort of games. They really like to get shit on quite a lot. But I really love this game, and that game is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses. Yeah, I love my Yu-Gi-Oh! And when I was a kid, I played this. I've actually got a funny story about this game, actually. So I picked this game up when I was quite young. I must have been around about 10ish maybe. I'd say around that. Maybe even young. Maybe I was a bit younger. I got this game from a shop. I thought, oh, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I'll get that. Took it home. I was playing it. I got to... Oh, who did I get to? I got to Mai on the Lancastrian side. That's about 4 people in to the game. And back then, I didn't know how to save this game. I had no idea how to save this game. I thought, oh, maybe it auto-saves. Nope, it doesn't. You got to save it automatically. So one day I was playing it, I got to Mai. I thought, oh, great, you know, I've actually beaten them. I've got them through it. And I had to go out. I didn't know how to save the game though. So because I didn't know how to save the game and I didn't look up how to save it, I literally had to turn the console off, having got that far, and lost all my data, and that was heartbreaking. But eventually I looked up online and I typed in some of those passcodes to get cards for free, and obviously I used them, and you know, I managed to end up beating the game. And this is just such an amazing game, and it really, even if you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh, it's an amazing kind of strategy sort of game. It's not like a normal card game where you put cards down, but you're on a field and you've got like a kind of leader, and you summon cards around you and you move them about on the field and everything. And yeah, it's just a really diverse, amazing game, and it's got a lot of replayability, collecting all the different cards with the slot machines. The only thing I didn't like about the game was the deck cost. So each card in your deck's got a certain cost depending on how good it is. If your deck cost is higher than an opponent's deck cost, you can't battle that person, so you have to put worse cards in to battle them. That really annoyed me. But, you know, that's how they did it in the game, so you didn't have the best cards and just win every single duel like in 2 seconds flat. I can understand that. But that was pretty much my video, guys. I mean, as I said, the PlayStation 2 was my go-to console when I was growing up, pretty much. I know I've missed out a lot of games like Final Fantasy, Star Ocean, Twisted Metal games, the Time Crisis games, Devil May Cry games, Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto, but I didn't grow up playing those ones. I showed a few off that I didn't grow up playing, but I'm probably going to play those quite soon. I do have all those games. I do have all the Devil May Cry, I do have all the Gran Turismo, but I've not played them. Well, I've played a bit of them. I've not played enough to really give my impression of them. All these games I have played quite a lot of. Well, in fact, probably pretty much all of them here I actually beat, except for the ones I said that I haven't played. But yeah. So as always, guys, well, first of all, happy birthday, PlayStation 2. I mean, you're 15 now, and you were going strong till a couple of years ago. So I mean, well done for that, PlayStation 2. 12 years you were running, still making PS2s, and that is a very massive achievement. Okay, let me say that now. All your consoles have been pretty good, to be honest. I do regret not paying attention to the PS3 more when it came out, but I went to Xbox 360, unfortunately. I have a PS3 now, but I probably do wish that I had got a PS3 first and stuck with it, but you know, what can you say? You know, you don't know what's going to happen. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. But yeah, as always, guys, thank you for watching my video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.